Okay. Oh no. Damn it. Fuck's sake. Stupid computer. Give me one sec. What? No. Yeah, Jesus. Okay. Got my notepad. Switch back to the game. All right. Watching the cutscenes this time.
Council of Haven City, for heinous acts and crimes against the people, you are hereby banished to the wasteland for life.
This is a death sentence, Vigor. There must be another way.
Your protest was overruled.
I don't know how much I should take notes of.
This dark eco-freak is dangerous. Now drop the cargo. This is an outrage. I am outraged beyond words. Although I do have something to say. Not everyone agrees with this ridiculous decree.
Yeah, we want a recount.
Oh, I see you wish to join him. Actually, we are not that outraged. Farewell, Jack. Stay out of the sun. Drink lots of water, if you can find it.
Jack?
Go back to the city, Dax.
I'm sorry. The council is too powerful. There was nothing
I know.
You just stay alive, you hear me? That's an order. Someone will find you. I promise.
Oh yeah, true. Gotta. Ashlyn knows Deimos. Okay.
May the precursors have mercy on you.
Imagine streaming? I know. And we haven't lost any frames. Let's go.
I'm only here because you wouldn't last a second without me. Okay, tough guy. You got us into this mess. Now you gotta get us out.
Ah, what a team we'll make.
Let's just get moving.
Hey, Untitled.
But which way?
That way.
That way.
Oh, and I suppose...
Oh, if at any point you guys notice any weird plot stuff, like inconsistencies or shitty writing, feel free to point it out. I'm writing all this down.
Know where you're going, huh?
Better than you do, bent beak.
Let's just move.
This was all your stupid idea.
No, it was yours. Only a bird brain could have thought this one up. Let's go with him. We'll help together. You mean we'll die together? I can't believe this city hates us. We saved those lowlifes.
Weird plot thing. Why the hell is Pekka like a monkey and a parrot? That makes no sense. All the animals in these games are half hybrid things. Daxter is an otter and a weasel. A crocodile is self-explanatory.
Jack, the city's divided. Reports.
Okay. The city's divided. What does that mean? Like, they have divisive opinions on something?
Say new Crimson Death bots are holding the vital section of the industrial area.
Are they? Yeah, they are. Yeah.
My men are getting their asses kicked. The KG have a new leader. We're trying to find out who it is.
Wait, what does that even... What does it even mean? The KG have a new leader. How do they know? Okay, look. I'm mostly taking notes of stuff that is like the only note I've written down so far is like Ashlyn knows Deimos will find Jack. That seems like an important like character thing that we should at least be aware of when rewriting Jack 3. For those unaware, we're currently in the process of rewriting Jack 3. But like stuff like this is just like, oh yeah, the KG have a new leader. How do you know that? Whatever. I'm not going to worry about that stuff. It's just stupid.
I'm afraid I've got more bad news. A large group of surviving metalheads have concentrated in another section of the city.
But we destroyed Core.
It appears the strongest metalheads have survived. The battle for the city has just begun.
The people are blaming you, Jack.
Oh wait, his shoulder armor was like in his arm just then. I never noticed that.
Good plan, Jack.
Yeah.
A nap would be nice. Just a teensy little rest.
This bird is overcooked.
The KG are definitely able to organize the assault, so that implies some sort of leadership. I don't know. It's just weird.
Report!
It's bad. The city's become a battlefield.
I guess there's something. It's like they just made a giant nest instantly appear. How are they finding out metalheads? I don't know. It just seems like, hey, this thing has happened now.
Mechanized death bots have taken the industrial section, and the surviving metalheads have expanded their whole...
Oh, that cutscene before was like before this had happened, like before the war is broken out, because he's now repeating what we just learned. The bots have got the industrial section, and surviving metalheads are on the west side. We already knew that. This is just like now shit's getting like fucked.
On the west side, we're losing ground on all fronts.
I actually really love this opening cutscene. It's really good.
The council's meeting tonight in emergency session. Rumblings about you, Jack. It doesn't look good. They think your friendship with Crew helped the metalheads get into the city.
You don't believe that, do you?
What's in the past is done. Right now, metalheads are assaulting the palace. They're looking for something, and I have no idea.
Over here. Jump.
By the precursors.
I just gotta look at. Like, why did no one investigate the catacombs to the end of the game? Like, Vega destroys the palace to get access to it, and then like doesn't touch it till the very end. Like, why? Jack 3 is the first game we played. We rented it because it looked cool, and the cutscene sucked us on instantly with no context. Yeah, like, it sucks because like we're completely rewriting the game, but like this whole first cutscene is just like so good. I don't even want to scrap it, but it's like, ugh.
Looks like we found some live ones.
Oh, hold on a sec. So Damus and everyone has clearly done this before. So has Ashland been giving every Wastelander like a beacon for Damus to... Well, that's interesting. Ashland Damus has a history. Well, I mean, yeah, like Ashland's like, you know, made illusions that she knows who Damus is, but it's like Damus is like acting so nonchalant here, like, you know, it looks like we found some live ones, as if like, oh man, they've been out in the desert all day. Like we would like he's just acting like this is like, you know, not a new thing. things to fix. Cleaver's a horrific Australian. Sure, yeah.
Barely. Here's the beacon we were picking up. Who gave you this?
Ah, wait, maybe not. I'm an idiot. Never mind.
We'll take them with us. Let's move. I smell a storm coming.
All right, cool. Yes. I was going to say that it's strange since the Baron banished him and Ashlyn seems to not actively be against the Baron for most of Jak 2. But she kind of is. Like, she aids the underground, you know? Like, she, like, says how much, like, you know, she doesn't like the Baron's regime and stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, she, behind his back, she'd been, like, giving every banished person a beacon for Daemon Storm. Like, that just seems like a really cool, like, character thing. Maybe we can work that in. I don't know.
I love water. Oh yes, it's so good.
Is it dead? Well, you've come back from the dead, have you? And my monks were ready to pray for you. I am Damus, king of Spargus.
Spargus? Wait, nobody lives outside Haven's walls. Not a whole city.
Ah, yes. We are the Forgotten Ones. Haven City's refuse, thrown out and left to die. Just as you were. But now that you have been saved, your life belongs to the people of Spargus. And we will use it well, if it's actually worth.
Oh yeah, true. So, like, Jack's life belongs to Spargus. He's, like, forever in debt. Hey guys, I like the stream, jeez. I remember hearing about how Daxter's in the water in each game of the trilogy. Is he? It's all for a video. No. We're like in the process of rewriting Jak 3 to mod Open Goal because we're doing our own like Jak projects. Like we've talked extensively about like Jak 1 stuff on stream before. It's just we've gotten really excited about Jak 3 ideas.
Anything.
Hey, that sounds like a bad deal.
You are in no position to deal. Out here.
Oh, you know, it's like we've got to address Spargus, right? Actually, I'll get there in a sec. Don't let me forget.
Everything is either useful or dead weight. Prove yourselves worthy, or the desert will be your grave.
You need to work on making a better first impression.
In the unforgiving wasteland, we value strength and survival above all.
God, this is gonna be so good when we make a better game out of this. Cause like, yeah, like we're gonna like make it a cool ass fucking survival wasteland game. Come on.
We will see where you stand soon enough. Complete your training, then enter the arena. Just the bravest crawl out and are allowed to stay in Spargus.
Oh, well, yeah. So those who complete the arena are allowed to stay in Spargus.
It's quite simple, really.
Really like how Spargus. We'll get there.
What happens to the ones that don't crawl out?
Then it will be as if we never found you.
I was afraid of that.
Hail, all citizens of Spargus! Welcome to the Arena of Death, where we get to watch other people wet themselves in fear. These halls will once again test two newcomers.
Also, like the whole like the arenas are in lava and like they just go in and that never made sense to me. Like I get it, you know, you suspend your disbelief, but like it seems a bit too. Bleh. Favorite area, hands down. Brothers and I just spent aimlessly wandering out, driving the wasteland. We're gonna make it like 20 times better though.
Each fighting to prove their worth, to stay among us. Let's
He said the thing.
hit it for Jak.
Deimos says I am to be his new counselor. He says my wisdom will serve him well. Oh yeah, and Deimos also says that you two are like...
Look, it's like, you know, the comedic thing with Pekka is nice. I don't know if I want to keep him banished. It doesn't even make much sense, you know, like... Yeah, I don't know.
die in the arena today. And he hopes your death is very...
Will you stop that? Damus can talk for himself.
He's right. You will most likely die. And yes, Pecker is my new advisor.
Unlike you, some people appreciate my talents. It beats working for a living. I saw a few of the fights earlier. Ooh, not a pretty sight.
I mean, I think the reason he was like banished as well was purely to keep the tone a bit lighter. You know, like whenever we're dealing with like Damus and talking with him, Pekka's always there to like to balance. It's kind of like what Daxter does, but for the other guy.
Why, you little...
Let the games begin!
Man, this is really going to be me like watching the cutscenes for 2 times as long as they actually are, playing the game for like 2 minutes and watching the next cutscene because I'm just going to blitz through all the gameplay. Never liked this tutorial, especially compared to 1. And especially compared to 2. 2's tutorial was perfect. Just so good. Can you tell I've been speedrunning?
The candidates have won the challenge.
That's right. We bad. You haven't forgotten what I taught you, Jack.
Why does Jack look so embarrassed just then? It's just like, oh, shut up, Daxter. It's so funny. It'd be funny if they get to the arena and then Pekka shows up. So like only, but that would make even less sense. Like why would why would Damus just be like, here's a random bird. I guess you could be my advisor. You know, it's like whatever.
Make a few measly jumps. Now let's see how you rate against the living. Readjust the matterformers. Prepare the arena
What the fuck is a matterformer?
for full combat.
Prepare the arena for full combat.
I just said that.
I know, I was just adding, you know, how you do the thing with the... Anyway, prepare the warriors.
You mean we have to fight against actual people? With actual weapons? Who actually want to hurt us?
Fine, bring them on.
All right, that's it. I want to be on his shoulder.
And here we have the just slaughtering just normal guys, you know. Fuck. Fuck, no! Okay, I'll say it after this cutscene. I've got things to... but this cutscene's pretty loaded. Okay, look, it's kind of weird, you know, we spend all of Jak 2 toppling this, like, fascist regime because it's so unjust and hierarchical, and then we come to Spargus, and it's like, okay, if you want to live, if you want us to, like, let you be alive, kill a bunch of these people. What? You know, like, it's so weird. And then, like, you just, like, do a bunch of fetch quests and shit. And it's like, man, is this society much better than Haven? You know, like, we went from dictator to monarchy, but at least in the dictatorship, it's just like the people go hungry, not you're being forced to kill a bunch of people, you know? I don't know.
something you're not telling us, Animal Man?
He has been touched with dark eco, my liege.
Our boy here gets all mean and nasty when you piss him off. So don't piss him off. Word to the wise.
Ah, then he is dangerous, and that could be useful.
Oh, you know, Jack's never useful outside of just driving in Spargus, you know, like, hold on. Yeah, like Jack never like does stuff, you know, like his like abilities and his like combat prowess, I guess. I don't he's never asked to do anything that requires that. Every quest you're ever given in this game is like go drive somewhere in the desert, you know? So I feel like we can do something with that.
Your bravery has earned you your first battle.
Oh yeah, and the amulets. Amulets question mark.
Amulet. If you are victorious in 2 more arena fights, you will earn your citizenship to Spargus. Here is a gate pass to allow free passage in and out of the city. But beware, there is no true refuge outside our walls. The desert is less kind than I. And for your victory, a gun mod is your prize.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. Hey, what do I get? Nothing, as usual.
Those were some sweet moves in the arena, boy. But a little more choke, and you would have popped, eh?
You talking to me?
Yeah, you talking to him?
No, I'm conversing with me sweet departed mom. Of course you borehead. You two are from the Big Smoke, eh?
Who's asking?
The guy who runs this place, that's who.
Okay, the guy who runs this place. You know, as a kid, I always thought he was pointing behind him, talking about Damus, because he runs the place. But no, he's pointing at himself, talking about himself, because he's like the bully character. Like, I run this outfit, you know, like, people listen to me, or else, sort of thing. That's never expanded upon. Cleve is just like such a... needs more plot, I guess. I don't know.
Cleve is the name. You blokes stick with me.
Crew is so much harder than True, of course. Hey Keith.
And I'll take care of you.
Yeah, and like, and it's so weird because I guess like they have like a competitive relationship throughout the plot, I guess. And it's just like, you blokes stick with me, I'll take care of you. What do you get from him? You get, that's how you unlock cars. But it's not even like you unlock them. It's just like, he's the one who lets you use them during the story. I don't know. Cleaver gives you cars in the story. Do something about that. I don't know.
In fact, I've got a job for you right now. Ride me Leaper Lizard here and catch a few of those little buggers that have been raiding me storerooms.
Storerooms? Huh? Storerooms? Question mark.
Snag me 6 of them puppies, and I'll let you drive one of me racing vehicles. That is, if Damus ever lets you leave the city.
Why does he say that? The cutscene directly after we get access to leave the city. Like, it's just... who was writing this? Hey there, Corkixon.
I think we can handle that.
No! I hate riding animals! They make me chafe.
I think a pattern is that Jack 3 spends a lot of time introducing and building up characters and enemies, but not enough time actually. I mean, probably, yeah.
We have to find those kangaroos.
Now watch, I'm gonna fucking beat this in 2 minutes and then have to watch another cutscene.
Here's one of those buggers. Get it, Jack. There's another one. I see another one. One more. Bon appetit.
I'm just trying to think the last time I actually played this game on stream. Was that when I fucking did Deathless? Surely not. Surely that's not the last time I played this game on stream.
Did someone miss their breakfast?
Oh man, it's really raining outside. Really feels all of this could be balanced, and every faction character the game wants to focus on could be properly focused. The problem I'm having is at the moment, we want so much of the game to be focused on the wasteland, you know?
Keep looking.
And like this external plot stuff doesn't really vibe with that setting.
Hungry,
So it's kind of hard. That's the main issue I'm having at the moment.
There's the last one. Missed it by this much.
I fucked up the last one, but that's okay because I was going to listen to the audio anyway.
Did someone miss their breakfast?
Okay, cool.
Not bad, blokes. Maybe me food stores will last a little longer now.
Food stores?
If Deimos ever gives you a pass to leave the city,
Which he did.
I'll let you take one of me rides for a spin. See you around, newbies.
It's so weird. Like, even from the very beginning, the game is just like doesn't know which parts have been written in the story yet. So it's just like, oh, whatever.
Check out these funny dudes, huh? Nice threads. I didn't know rubber was back in. What are you working on, monk boy?
It is none of your concern, animal.
Look, coloring book. We've had a hard week. Don't push it.
The arena shows all, Dark One. Hate consumes your eyes.
Great. Thanks for the tip.
It will destroy you.
Is there a note to be taken here? How Seam is just like, you know, the darkness will destroy you. I'll just write it down. Because, like, we need to, like, figure out how Jack gets his light powers aside from just, like, being given them from the thing, you know? Textures on Seam's skirts seem to look insane, by the way. Look at the last frame of this cutscene. Like, how they shine and stuff.
Just as these precursors destroyed themselves.
These precursors... Look, I'm trying to overanalyze every line that's being said, and now it's just like... Oh yeah, like they're just foreshadowing.
It doesn't look like any precursor crap we've seen.
These artifacts are an abomination. One fell on the great volcano. We sent an expedition to the mountain, but my monks never returned. Ill tidings sing in the wind. I fear the remaking of the world is at hand.
Oh, okay, hold on a sec. So Seam is already saying saying world is at hand because satellites have been falling.
I think you've been out in the sun a little too long. Let's go, Jack.
You must leave this place. Heroes think they can save the world when they themselves are lost.
Why is Seam saying you must leave? Could she be teasing something about Ma here? Heroes think they can save the world when they themselves are lost. Like, maybe she knows something about Ma. Don't know.
You could not possibly understand the dark forces at work here.
Don't talk to me about dark powers. I want to know what this is. Stand back.
You get him, Jack. You press those PlayStation buttons. Skip slow cycle. Let's go.
You cracked it, Jack.
Don't touch it. Dark eco.
Okay. There's a lot to break down with this cutscene. Okay, let's just dark crystal from satellite? Question mark.
Yeah, you're impressed now, aren't you? Man, give us preps.
Those are solid eco crystals. It has been passed down through time that they power the greatest of precursor technology.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Solid eco crystals power the greatest of precursor technologies.
Strange. It speaks an ancient dialect, the earliest precursor forms. Something about reclaiming this unfinished world.
Those look like coordinates, like the ones from...
It is picking up a very powerful signal.
Oh, picking up. Oh, okay. I was slightly wrong when I remember this. Okay.
I don't think we're gonna like what this thing is yapping to.
Okay, so a lot to break down there in those few lines. So, Jack's saying those look like coordinates, like the ones from... We can probably deduce that he's talking about the time map. That's the only place he's ever seen coordinates that like we're aware of. It's not really relevant though. Coordinates. What would be coordinates for, right? Seam says it's picking up a very powerful signal. Where's the signal coming from? Daxter says, I don't like what this thing is yapping to, what it's talking to. And then it fucking like goes up in the air, sends off some fucking lights and blows up. What did it just do? Oh, I think it just like told like the, you know, the mother ship, the Dark Maker ship, hey, come to this planet, here's the coordinates. And it's just like, Jack's responsible for the Dark Makers coming to Earth, to the planet? What? How did I not put those pieces together until like now? Because the game never focuses on it and there's no plot, like consequences for Jack doing this. It's just brushed over. So
Save us from this, hero.
yeah, Seam knows exactly what's going on. Even you can't save us from this. We're fucked. And yeah.
Hey, I'm the real hero here. You can call me Orange Lightning.
You may carry the color of our creator's animal, but we have plans to save ourselves. Stay out of our business. You and Orange Lightning are not welcome here.
I probably should have checked before, but I'm pretty sure it's the case. Anyway, yeah, it's right there. Probably should have checked before, but I'm fairly certain the Daystar is present at all times, no matter what point of the game you're in. It would be a neat thing, though, if we don't have the Daystar in the sky at all until the point in the plot where they are, like, signaled to come to the planet. I kind of don't like how the probe is in Spargus, to be honest. But yeah, Jackson. Why is that? Because for me, like, the only issue is like, well, we've got this huge one in the volcano that just goes unused in the plot, you know, like the plot doesn't even get progressed in the volcano, you know, like they're like, hey, we found this thing in the volcano. You go there and what do you get? Dark power. Oh, you know.
Isn't the newbies.
You should just say it. She knows. How does precursor look? Oh yeah, the Seam knows. Just straight up. But it poses an interesting question though, because there's this eternal debate of are precursors Otzels? Like are precursors just like they? Is being a precursor and an Otzel synonymous? You know, like are you a precursor if you're an Otzel? Or are Otzels just like some sort of creature in this universe? Because Seam, like, is kind of like, you know, indifferent about Daxter. Maybe Seam's already seen, like, precursors before, which is why. Because, like, in the last cutscene she's in, doesn't she say something like, at least I got to see the face of my creators, which is a much stronger link of like Daxter being a precursor. I don't know. I prefer the idea that Jack finds an old rundown one in the desert, doesn't know what it is, and happens to activate it. Spargus feels too safe of an environment to find something so dangerous. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent on that. I just would prefer it in the volcano, so the volcano has plot significance. You know, we don't just go there for no reason.
Keep yapping, jelly boy. We'll see who...
Bite your bum, rat face, or I'll pound you.
Oh, great stink of the precursors. I got 2 words for you. Toothbrush.
Nice rides.
You like what you see? We use these babies to make runs into the deep desert to retrieve artifacts. Tough wheels for tough work.
So Cleaver says that the cars. Cleaver says cars are mostly for retrieving artifacts. We need like more like artifact gameplay. I like the idea that there were multiple types of precursor, and Otzels are one of those types because it lets more designs. I don't know. I don't really know where I stand on it.
You said we could use one.
I did, didn't I? But not one of those. Those are for the big boys. You can use that one.
What a runt!
Seems to fit you.
Get in, Dax. I'll drive.
Care to wager a little something on a race, then? If you win, I'll let you keep that little vehicle for as long as you live. And if I win,
I don't have anything.
I'd say that yappy rodent of yours is a bit bony, but skinned and buttered, he'd make a nice treat. My vehicle against him.
Forget it, buddy. Jack would never...
Done. What? Don't worry. If there's one thing I can do, it's race.
I don't know, it seems a little out of character for Jack to just sell out his friend like that, but he's pretty confident, so... And I think it's funny. I've never driven a car like this in my life, but if I lose, you can eat my... Yeah, exactly. Jack's never even seen wheels before. They haven't been invented yet.
Let's do this. Here we go.
Fuck. Also, did anyone figure out when the last time I streamed this game was? I swear, I don't. Oh no, that's right. I have played Jak 3 since beating Deathless, just not normal Jak 3. I played through the early build and Vita. I think that was the last time I played this game on stream. Was Vita. Ugh. Is Jak 3 hero mode deathless? No. Because hero mode in Jak 3 is actually busted. You get all the weapons, all the jet board, all your health upgrades, everything from the very start. Like enemies do take more hits, but you know, it's not like Jak 2 where it's just the only thing you get from the start is all the weapons.
Enjoy it for now, Skimmer. I said you could keep the vehicle for as long as you live. Well, we'll see how long that is, mates.
Alright, and then there's the big question of what the fuck do we do about the fucking marauders, you know?
Nice wheel work. My advisor here says you have vehicle skills.
I can hold my own. This one will be of use to us, Deimos. I think you should keep him for now.
Can it, Pecker?
There are a number of artifacts to be found in the wasteland. Fresh storms churn the sand and reveal items that have been buried for centuries. Take the vehicle and find as many items as you can before the storms come again. And one more thing. If you get caught in the storms, they will tear the flesh from your very bones.
Ooh, great. Thanks for the pep talk.
You played Jak 3 hero mode after the early build from the looks of things. Was it hero mode on Vita? Because I didn't do a hero mode deathless, that's for sure. So one idea I really want to do is like, we'll probably have like a tutorial mission like this for the artifacts.
We got an artifact. Cool.
I always wanted a secret you could buy to turn marauders off. Yeah, that'd be nice. What I want to do is have like procedural, not only like artifacts, but also like weather events, like the storms and stuff. I want it to be procedural during the desert. So like, you'll just be out in the desert doing your thing. And then like at some random points in the game, like you'll see the wind starting to pick up. And then once the winds have gotten bad enough, you'll see a timer starting to count down. And that's when it's like, okay, get out of the storm. And there'll be like points in the map, like everywhere, where there's like caves and places you can like take cover under. Where you can like ride out the storm, you know?
We got another item.
And you have to like get out, you have to get out of the storm before the timer like runs out, Illumina. Otherwise like you'll die. And then once the storm is gone, once you've like waited out the storm, you can go and find some artifacts because they've been uncovered, you know? Like that sounds like way more dynamic than just like, oh yeah, we're gonna have an artifact mission now, you know? And you just so happen to get a story item that's like very super duper rare and super duper important at this very moment in the plot, you know? I've got to think of some sort of like, maybe like a currency system. I'm not really sure, to use the artifacts for. The real big question is, why is Cleaver Australian? Is Cleaver actually Zeke? Will he be in the Cleaver Vega sequel? Yeah, I will self-insert in a Cleaver Vega spin-off.
We got the last one!
Go away.
You gotta get back to the city, man!
I don't think I've heard that line of dialogue before. Dexter calling you man. I think certain missions should trigger storms. Maybe storms that are bad enough to require you to go to Spargus. Maybe. Oh yeah, like certain story missions. Yeah, sure. I can dig it. But I just want more like procedural stuff, you know, like just stuff happening. But it's also, I've always wondered, like, if the storm is bad out in the desert, how is it not bad in Spargus? It's not like they have a roof.
Good work. That was close.
Maybe you could use the artifacts as some sort of upgrade or a new crafting system. I do want to have some sort of, like, upgrades to your cars like Jack X, but, like, more physical and substantive than just, like, stat upgrades, you know?
Oh, are you beginning?
And I want them to be applied by Kira, because we're going to have Kira banished as well. Because Kira needs something to fucking do in this game, you know?
Care? Demo says.
My concern was for the artifacts, and we will use them well.
Use them for what? Hey, Dino. How's it going?
Armor you found. It is very rare indeed. Pecker here says it's the very armor Mar once wore in his battles for this planet long ago. Keep it for yourself. Trust me. You'll
Oh, fuck me. Yep, my stream's dying. Woo. Have the winds blow over the top of Spargus, so when in Spargus, the sand blocks out the sky partially and darkens. That could be cool. Good, how you doing? School is so stressful, man. But here we are, bitching about Jack 3, so it balances out. Maybe you can help build Spargus and use artifacts for that. I don't know about that. Like, I mean, maybe, because, like, you know, a big part of, like, being a Wastelander is getting resources and everything, so we can, like, build up this city to survive, and, you know, maybe. I say, what if I do this? OBS disappears. Jesus. Well, I decided to connect on Wi-Fi instead. Because funny enough, Wi-Fi seems to be, more stable sometimes. Doesn't seem like it this time. Fuck me. I hate this so much. Look, is the stream actually freezing at all? Or is it just, like, really, like, choppy gameplay, you know? Like, is it just not smooth? Or is it, like, actually, like, freezing for, like, half a second or whatever? Looks good. Oh, it is good. Cool. For me, it's freezing. Like, the stream will freeze, like you can't hear me at all, or like the picture will freeze. Like, the picture will just freeze full on. I mean, it seems fine now, so. I was getting freezing, including audio. I'll have to look at it after stream. Alright.
You are still here?
Yeah, we thought we'd hang out.
Yeah, like, why does Seam not want Jack around, you know? Like, I never really got that. Is it... I mean, like, maybe it makes sense now because, like... Oh, you fucking idiot. You're responsible for summoning the fucking beings that are going to destroy this whole planet. But it doesn't really seem like the game was, like, hinting at that. I don't know.
Catch some rays.
This isn't a game. I am Seem. We monks are sworn to discover and protect the secrets of the precursors. These leaper mounts allow us to travel where you cannot.
Which is funny because we never use leapers anywhere but Spargus and one time in the desert. So, you know, it'd be really cool if we could pack a leaper in one of our cars, take it somewhere in the desert, and then use the leaper in the desert somewhere. You know, that could be cool.
Man, those babies sure stuffed their faces. We saw one gulp a load of kangaroo rats not too long ago. Stupid rats. They just sat...
You will never last out here. That dark eco crystal from the satellite. I want it before it falls into the wrong hands. I'll wager a light crystal against it if you race my monks on their leapers. Sien Komtava. Baruch, Baruch.
Just show us where the starting line is. On your monk, get set, ride! Keep going!
Hey, I haven't died yet, have I? Deathless again, let's go! It's okay, I'll die at the Daxter mission. Or whichever one, because they're all shit. Hey there, Maya. Also incredibly weird to me how, like, you just fucking just kill everyone you touch in this mission. It's so weird. I guess it's just so it's like it's easier for the game, so like it doesn't have to worry about like you clipping through them or like them getting in the way and like stopping you. But it seems incredibly fucking just like callous and odd. It's just like, oh, you're just gonna kill everyone, whatever. Why not just knock them over, you know? Like, I don't know.
There's the finish line!
Early versions wasn't the case. Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah.
Ha! We kicked your scaly tail! Back off, you filthy animal!
Fine, hero. The crystal is yours. The two types, light and dark, when combined, form great energies.
Do they?
Be careful with them. And when you die, do be kind enough to give them back.
I don't plan on it. Why are you so obsessed with death?
Because
Mentions it once. Why are you so obsessed?
of that, the day star approaches, and every day it grows brighter. This planet's final trial is coming.
I think it'd be really cool if a Leaper just flat out eats Daxter. Like, completely gobbles him up. That means the title, not including Daxter, would make sense. Very valuable contribution, Martian. Thank you very much. Yes, we'll just add Vor to our game. Just straight up, just eats one of our main characters. Why not? Wait, what do the crystals even do again? Oh, that's a great question. So fucking focused on getting all these crystals and like you never even get shown. Hey Deity. Never even get shown what they fucking do. I mean, no, you do, but it doesn't tell. This game sucks. Wondering why this has to be a main mission. Because they were running out of ideas. Making beans and rice? Fuck yeah.
You guys looking for a bit of action? The scope shows a group of metalheads moving through the desert not too far from here.
Oh, wait, hold on a sec. They have a scope for metalheads. They seem to just monitor metalheads out in the desert. That's kind of cool. These beans are bomb too. All beans are bomb. I think it would be fun to have side missions to help Spargus, as long as it's been more interesting than go find these items and hand them done. Yeah, I suppose. Maybe.
I don't like metalheads almost as much as I don't like you. And you've got some proving to do. Intercept those bad boys and give them hell. Who knows? You might even get a few toys for your head.
Oh, interesting. So like metalheads could like hold stuff to collect. The eco crystals make your depletion slower. See, you know what? I heard that. I think I tested it. I think it's bullshit. And why would we get a light crystal before we even get light jack, you know? This frame makes me happy. That's a good one, yeah.
Why does it sound like you're leaving out the dangerous parts? Jack, I'm getting some nasty juju vibes here. I don't have these whiskers for nothing, you know.
Daxter doesn't have
We can
whiskers.
handle a few metalheads.
Have you ever seen a wasteland metalhead?
Eco crystals help you browse the internet safely, like VPN.
Nothing. Just wondering. Go get 'em, heroes.
I have a strong memory that it's true. I'm pretty sure I've tested it out. I think it's actually just bullshit. I could be wrong. We could do like a proper test. Okay. Oh, we can't test it. Alright. We'll test. What we'll do is when I get full dark eco, we'll time it and then I'll load a complete save and then we'll time it. Like just Jack standing there. Like, can you imagine doing this with like the Dune Hopper with those like missile guns? That'd be cool. You know, it is actually kind of nice how the game just introduces small pieces of the wasteland at a time to you. It doesn't overload you with like, oh yeah, first or second time in the desert, go to like the opposite end of it, you know? It's okay, this small tiny part right outside Haven for the race. I just realized I forgot to like turn down the volume of the game every time it comes out of cutscene. Oh well. Like it starts with like the tiny area right outside Haven for the race, and then it's like extends just past that for the artifact hunt, and now it's this like it goes to a new area, but it's like to the side, and it's just this part here. We don't like have to venture out far into the desert for a while. I mean, we can explore whenever we want, but, you know. No, the first artifact hunt is like the first initial area right outside. Did I say Haven? I meant Spargus. Like right outside, right outside the gate. And then it just extends to like over that hill to that first area with like all the, with where the waterfall is, you know. It doesn't go past there. It doesn't come to this area, you know. Like the second artifact hunt is like massive. It goes like all over the place. Jack 2 has gay sex. I wish. Man, I was about to skip the cutscene. Okay, hold on. Why is... Okay, oh. See, I forgot about this. Like, we've been talking about, like, rewriting Jack 3 for the past, like, I don't know, week now? Not even. And it's just like, you know, trying to rack our brains about all the stuff that happens in Jack 3. I forgot about this scene. It's so stupid.
Commander, report. What's happening? If you lost that cargo and you're still alive, I'll kill you myself.
Why the fuck is Errol controlling the metalheads? Better yet, why like wasteland metalheads? Just like these rogue fucking beasts. How is one of them a commander? Do they give orders? Do they actually have intelligence? What is this game? Errol's a big dummy. Also, the Wasteland Metalhead has a fucking eco crystal. Also, why does Errol need the eco crystals? Like, time is short for what? What do you use them for? I wish the Wasteland Metalheads roamed around the desert outside of certain... Yeah, we're gonna make them like... We're gonna make them like... You know, they just spawn randomly. So look... I want to keep Errol, but I need to have his return justified, you know? Yeshwan and I really want to keep him and make him essentially like Jack's Virgil. He's like rival, you know? And we've got like such cool ideas for it. It's gonna be funny as hell at the same time. But it's just we can't think of like a good way to fit him in the plot and have it not just feel like pointless, you know? So I don't want to ditch him, but at the I can't remember what the last update is. I've been at school all day. It's just, you know, it's really weird how, like, in base Jack 3, like, Errol is, like... So what I don't like about Errol in Jack 3 is he comes back and he's suddenly, like, this super important dude who's, like, such, like, a, you know, a master fucking schemer, and he's got all these, like, plans and he's controlling all these forces. Like, how the fuck is he working with the metalheads? He's, like... making all of the KG deathbots and he's working with the Dark Makers. How is he that competent? That's stupid. If he was just like working with the metalheads is the stupidest thing that doesn't even make sense. Look, if he was making the bots, that makes sense because he is one, I guess. And he contacted the Dark Makers, that's fine. I think that's fine. But like the metalheads as well, it's like it's stupid. But even if like we remove the KG bots in 3 and we just have him contacting the Dark Makers, I think that can work. It's just Courtney Gears, sure, we'll do that. It's just what's so much of what you and Yash suggest just sounds like a rehash of his Jack 2. I mean, not really. Errol's kind of an afterthought in 2. Like, he places himself as, like, Jack's rival. Like, he places himself as Jack's rival for Kira and nothing else. That's the only reason Errol cares so much, is to show Kira how much of a loser you are. And Jack's like, you're on, you know, like whatever. But like in Jack 3, like we want to make it so like he's just like, he was so humiliated from losing to Jack, and now he's just obsessed like with killing him, you know, like he just needs to own him. You know, like that's way more compelling to me, and it makes for cool character dynamics. And I got funny ideas. Okay. No, I don't want to drop the love triangle bullshit. I don't know. It's just I don't know about drop it. I want to fix it. That's for fucking sure. Or like I don't know. Errol sucks. I just spilt soft drink. Look, the thing is, I think that our ideas are cool enough that we have to justify it somehow. But I don't want to just be like, just throw him in, because I think that's lazy. I do want to work for it. It's just, we seem to be the only ones that think that. Unless there was a KG... FI Civil War and KG took a castle. Oh, Freedom League. Oh, I don't know. Look, we've had ideas. I don't know. In Jack 2, we wanted to attack the Metalhead nest so much, and now he is just their leader. He became... Yeah. I don't... This game is so dumb. See, Nara, Errol never wanted to be the hero. He just wanted Kira, and he wanted to show her and the city how pathetic Jack is by, like, beating him in a race, you know? It's like really shallow, and like that's the point. But in Jack 3, like we just want to make him so it's just like he got shown up and he can't handle it. So now he just wants to fucking murder Jack. And I think that's hilarious and it can be cool. And it's like he's still not the main villain though. Like Vega is the main villain and the main threat are the Dark Makers. I want Errol to be like a footnote villain, but I still want him to be in the plot because like we've got cool ideas for him. And I think his rivalry thing can work, you know? It's just we haven't really found a way to justify his presence in the plot enough at the moment. I can't remember. I can't remember the last things we talked about in the server. No. Errol being shallow as fuck is the point. That's good. Like, it's funny. He is pathetic. And that's the point. I don't want to change that.
I want every dark eco crystal you can find.
Yeah, why Errol? Oh, hold on a sec. Hold on. I want every dark eco crystal you can find. Why is it when we beat his boss fight, we get a light eco crystal? Oh,
I don't like the sound of your voice.
Ah, you sure kicked sand in his face. Oh yeah, that was good.
That face looked familiar.
Now you're getting past.
No, Deity. I would have enjoyed killing you in prison, but now it'll be so much more satisfying to take you on the track, in front of the entire city. I can hear the roar of the crowd now, as everyone sees their hope die. So, like, he wanted to, like, kill Jack on the track, essentially. But he lost.
Paranoid, buddy boy. Come on, Bigfoot, let's get back. This desert gives me the creeps.
Oh yeah, Deity, in case you haven't looked yet, we sent like 1,000 messages in the server you gotta read through. You know what, again, I think... Oh, I haven't even changed any of my fucking settings. I'm so stupid. No wonder some of those cutscenes looked kind of smooth earlier. Literally slept for 2 days. No, it was all today though. Well, today's relative. I don't know what time it is for you. Look, it was about 12 hours ago. I went to sleep at 4 PM yesterday, woke up at 5 PM. That's fucking crazy, dude. Dunno.
Once again, you must test your fighting skills in the arena. Face down your fears, defeat those who oppose you, and we will see if your skills are of use to us. The purity of the arena is our only guide.
Excuse.
It's so weird, you know, like, the purity of the arena is our only guide. Yeah, if you're able to just kill a bunch of random dudes. Ooh. Jack, you don't have anything to say about this state of affairs, this how this society is set up? It was just Haven City that was bad. This one's fine, you know? What do you think about the lack of Hellcats or guard bikes? First of all, my name is not Ezekiel. Second of all, I don't think it's a massive deal. I think it's probably for the best actually. The Hellcats and the bikes and stuff, that was used as like, you know, a police state thing. In a war, it's like not as necessary, I don't think. There's no metalheads riding Zoomers. Errol drove into the Dark Eco and basically died instead of him becoming a robot. He should be connected to Dark Eco somehow, like Jack, instead of being robotic. So make a bit of maybe. I'm not really sure. It's not Dark Eco crashed into. It's just Eco barrels. So you know, I don't know.
Me, Mr. Sand King. Yes, I'd like to.
Promise to look at it when I get time. I'm gonna be busy non-stop. That's fine, dude. Just whatever.
Place a complaint. We've been training hard. My feet are killing me, and I think I'm getting a hangnail. So maybe I'll just sit this one out.
Enough talk. The arena awaits.
Notice how we haven't needed to use the morph gun a single time since getting the first blaster mod. Look, this is the first time I'm going to fire it. I haven't used it at all so far. And then after this mission, we get the beam reflexor. When the eco explosion's purple though, they were like blue. Like dark blue. Also, it says a month's supply of eco. Like, you know, like how Vin says, you know, the Baron's running out of eco. Or the guard's like, these barrels are the latest shipment of eco. It's just eco, you know? Whatever that means. Maybe we can set up a thing where it's like each color has a different use. Like blue is like your electricity. Red is for like your gas stove or whatever. I don't know. Green is for your plants. Alright, let's just keep that. Hey there, Paige. Greetings from Italy. Is this the console version or is this dev open goal? they haven't finished Jack 2, so they haven't even started Jack 3. This is on console. This is on PS2. But welcome. So they just kidnap the marauders and feed them to... Yeah, it's so weird. And then just come out of these boxes like infinitely, like they're all cramped. Like why? It's so fucking dumb.
Still alive?
Yeah, what a surprise.
Deimos and I are very impressed.
Hey, Featherbutt, who appointed you king?
He did. Well, almost. Kind of a semi-king. You know, you should see our sleeping quarters and his harem of lovebirds. I never get any sleep these days. It's good to be the king, no?
I don't see no crown on that fat featherhead.
I fucking love this cutscene.
Crown you! Don't make me come down there from this perch.
I got a perch for you, birdie, right here. Twirl it.
That's it! It's go time!
Bring it on, bird brain!
Enough! If I wanted you to fight, I would have commanded it.
I love how Jack just like does nothing. He just stands there.
You did very well, Jack. You make me proud that our training program is so good.
Training program. Just go kill a bunch of dudes, Jack. Whatever.
Here is your second battle amulet and a new weapon mod. One more arena win, and you will be a true wastelander.
Find it hilarious. Naughty Dog said there would be times where you would run out of ammo. You just have to rely on your fists. They said that? When? Oh yeah, so all Spargans won 3 arena fights? Yeah, well, they must have. Alright, I'm gonna get out a stopwatch. We're just gonna sit here and watch his Dark Eco run out. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. This is with 2 Dark Eco crystals. Hey, that's no rice. Is this running out at all? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It's just hard to tell. It's a lot easier to tell with light jack. Wait, is it? I don't think it is. Okay, hold on. Stop. Alright, that was a whole minute. Let's go kill a rat and see if any Dark Eco attracts. Nope. Okay, it didn't use anything. I'm gonna stay standing still and it flashes when it's full. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm gonna stay standing still and time myself just mashing the circle button, alright? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, well, 23 seconds, it was 25 spins. So test with light eco is better for the heal, for example. Yeah, but that's dependent on how much health you've got.
You back to die with us?
Shut up. Alright. So 25 spins. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I've got infinite dark jack on. Hold on. How do you playing some Jack 3? I'm playing on PS. Like, nope. I'm on console. I'm on PS2. I can't just use my PS2 controller to prove that anymore because I just plug this into my PC anyway. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Nope, 25. There is no difference in the dark crystals. Great. So it is just a useless... Oh, fucking... I hate this game. No difference. Alright. Well, thoroughly debunked that one. Minor thing, but wish the random citizens had more idle animations, even if they just walked a predestined path. But seeing them lean against the wall and stuff. Oh, that could be cool, yeah. Maybe they shoot the rats too. That'd be funny. Yeah, I just want to give like all the NPCs in both games more like character, you know. Already in Haven City, I was gone for 5 minutes. Yeah. See, I'm just that good at the game. I still think light matters. We'll check. No, but like light eco is dependent on how much health you've got, you know. Like, it's going to be different with how many light crystals you've got, of course, because you've got different amounts of health at different points in the game.
Damus has a job for us, but I'm no babysitter, so stay out of my way.
Pretty sure flash freeze is the same amount every time you use it. We don't really do missions with Cleaver. It'd be pretty cool to do missions like with Wastelanders. Like, Damus has a mission for us, and then Cleaver's nowhere to be found in this mission. It's just us doing it.
Not afraid of you. Are you, Jack?
If you knew what was happening out here, you'd be afraid, all right.
What's going on here?
Nothing, your lordship. Just old friend Jack and the little one here. Some healthy advice.
You have a reputation for being rash. Didn't your father ever tell you to pick your battles?
Hello. Should we remove the gems and make them optional and have them upgrade Dark Light Jack? Like the Metalhead gems? No, I don't think so. We've got to find something to do with them, though. That'll make a Jack 4. It'd be pretty funny for Cleaver to warm up to Jack and X like Sig. I don't know. I kind of like the kind of bully character that Cleaver is. That's something else that haven't really talked about in all these talks about Jack 3 lately. Where the fuck is Sig gonna be in the plot? We haven't even talked about Sig. I don't know. We'll get there.
Wisely?
I didn't know my father.
My point is, sometimes you face your enemy head on, and sometimes you wait until his weakness is revealed. Patience is a warrior's greatest weapon. Do you understand?
Hey, do you think maybe we could like use that piece of advice Damus gives us in gameplay? It's got something to do with the like how you should approach certain challenges in the desert, maybe, or is it kind of just a throwaway line? I don't know.
Jack, I want you and Cleaver to go into the desert and herd a group of lizards into a waiting transport. We must prepare for whatever lies ahead. I need all the resources we can gather.
Oh yeah, hey, hold on. Baby leapers are important resources.
No problem. I'm good with animals.
I'll see you out there, chum.
It's really funny looking at like Damus and being like, why did you scarf on, Jack? And being like, man, Jack, like, he's kind of puny by comparison. Like, Damus is fucking ripped, man. But like by normal human standards, Jack is like ripped. So I liked Zeke being a spy for Damus looking for his kid. Adds a new perspective to his actions in 3. Yeah, I like it too. It's just we haven't really talked about him at all. So like there's nothing I'd change about Sig. It's just I just want to make sure he still fits within our plot line as well. Ugh. Ugh.
Come here, you crazy lizard! Easy, boy!
Yeah, I think the problem is we've just been focusing so much on Haven stuff when it comes to the plot, which is why I felt a bit weird because, like, you know, gameplay wise we've mainly been focusing about desert stuff, but plot wise we've mainly been focusing about Haven stuff, but we want to move away from Haven stuff, like the focus of it, you know. But that's all we've been talking about, because like that's so much of like where the central conflict arises, like especially at the start of the game.
Drive up to him. Step 1, stay on the animal.
Man, streaming might have been a bad idea. I'm so tired. But I did want to do this because I've been talking about Jak 3 so much.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have to admit, you got some talent, kid. Have another one of me vehicles. You earned it.
Damn straight. Would it be too much to ask for a foot rub? Nope, didn't think so.
Jak and Cleaver could have some sort of rivalry. The hair color makes it almost seem like they're related somehow. I think kind of differences between. I don't know. I mean, they kind of already do. They've got like a friendly rivalry sort of thing. Like, they're not really rivals. It's just, yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm just so excited for Kira to have a fucking role in this game. I'm so desperately like wanting Kira to be like right there with Jak, you know, like just in the desert doing shit with like together, like, and working on your car, like installing upgrades and shit. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. She'll have like a badass new design. Like she'll be a Wastelander with us. It'll be so cool. Friendly rivalry. Cleaver seems like he'd be happy to throw Jak out of the desert. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's more like a bully. He's more like a bully character more than like a rival. But, you know, it's like... Yeah. Fuck. Whoops. Gathering artifacts in the desert will feed into upgrades. I mean, we could do it like that. Like... Like, it's probably the way that makes most sense, you know. Wouldn't exactly buy it with precursor orbs. Or metalhead skull gems. It's just that we haven't, like, had those in-depth talks. I'm wondering if having Haven in the story holds the game's themes and the story itself a bit back. Whoops. Well, see, the problem we've got is that... Fuck me. Jak 3, like... It's like each game has like a very core identity. Like it knows what it wants to be and it does it well. Except Jak 3, because like half the fucking game is spent in like half of Jak 2's Haven City, you know? It's like Jak 2.5. Everyone memes about that because it fucking is. Like Jak 3 is like what makes Jak 3 unique is this new desert wastelander setting. And it's only used for like half the game, you know? So it's like, well, let's fucking like fully expand upon that and like make it the actual core identity to Jak 3. It's just, you know, so much of like the plot of like why we're even in the desert and a lot of other stuff, like we can't just like forget about Haven City and just like focus on this whole new place, because like it kind of, I mean, maybe we could just throw all of that stuff out. We could. I don't think that's appropriate though, because like you know, Jack 3 is still a sequel to Jack 2. I don't know. It's just, we've been focusing so much on the Haven City story aspects because like that's the most complicated parts. Like, okay, what's Viga's role in the story, and how, what are all the decisions and steps that lead to him getting in power and banishing Jack and stuff. Are we even going to have a war anymore? Is the war going to be at the start of the game or like near the end of the game? Is the palace even going to fall at the start or at the end of the game? How is Errol going to be involved? Is he just going to be like a rogue actor? Is he going to work for Vigo? I don't like that idea. Is he going to be in the story at all? Are the KG Deathbots going to be in the story? The Metalheads, we don't want them to be like a major force because they were the major force in Jack 2, and it doesn't make sense for them to be such a focus in this game outside of like the Wasteland Metalheads and just being a general enemy, which I think is fine. It's just really fucking complicated, you know? So, but it's like, I want the game to be just set in the desert for the most part, because it's the cool thing. I don't want to, like, we want to save Haven City's return for Act 3, and it's only like a small sliver of the game. And yeah, I think that's cool. Like we're... Anyway, yeah, Jack 3's bad.
Ooh, sweet.
Seems said they lost an expedition.
Oh, they lost an expedition, yeah.
Of monks on the volcano. I bet they built these gliders to reach the top.
Yeah, lost being the operative word. If they vanished, don't you think that was a sign? Hello?
Yeah, but you've got me. All we have to do is hit those accelerators.
So the glider's still going to be its own thing, right? Well, I initially had the idea of like, well, maybe you could like just take the, like you get to the mission with the glider or whatever, and then after you get it, you can just take it wherever, like it folds up or something. I thought that was cool, but then it's like, hold on a sec, Jack just has wings. Why not just use that as a glider, you know?
Rings and we're golden.
So, to answer your question, probably not.
Oh no!
I do actually like this mission.
Looks like fur to me. No
Very moody.
no flyer de axle. There's no way you're gonna get me on some precursor monk crap. Absolutely zippo chance. Forget it. Finito. Fat chance. Not gonna happen. Nope. Nuh-uh. Never. Jack!
And you know, if we like just like make Jack be able to glide with his wings in the game, like just wherever, we won't have to worry about accelerator rings. We can just fucking glide, you know? Does the geography of Spargus make any sense from the air? What do you mean? Like this low poly version of the desert is like geographically accurate, yeah. Except for all the trees that are placed everywhere. Although this, like, abandoned town seems bigger than it actually is from up here. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It can act as light glide before Jack gets his light powers. Nah, I think just give him his wings earlier. Like, it doesn't need to be fucking Act 3, you know? Like, make it some like, an early thing, I don't know. Like Jack's powers have got to, they're gonna go through a radical overhaul. They're implemented so poorly in this game. Like, I hate the fact that it's like every time you need to like do a thing in a level that requires Darker Light Jack, just his event, dumbass. You know, no thoughts, just oh, there's an event here, I must have to use this form. It's so stupid. I'm not really sure how to like implement them properly. Yeah, in Jack 2, I want to keep Dark Jack as is, like collect an amount of Dark Eco, which triggers you going dark. I want to tweak it, but I want to keep that as like the mechanic of how you go dark. In 3, I want to make it different. I don't want to like, you know, you collect a certain amount that allows you to go dark. Maybe it just gradually recharges over time. Not 100% sure. I just want to make sure like It's more of like an option that's ever present, you know? But it's still balanced. Same with Lightjack. I also don't know why that one specifically makes a different sound every time. It's like the finished sound, but you're not finished yet.
Well, now we can't go back the way we came. Let's go check it out.
Right behind you, partner. Far behind you.
Okay. Damn it. Hold on. Oh, come on, I was getting this. Oh, that was perfect. I fucked it up, though. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Cheat all the way to the end of the mission. Haha, let's go. I'm just kidding. Anyway. You know, the route used to be get stuck in here and like and do that shit. I can't remember how it was exactly done, but that was how it was forever ago. Anyway. I like to see Jack just hop off a cliff in the 4th game and glide off somewhere, making the game somewhat more open. I do like linearity to a point in the Jack game. Well, that's kind of what I want to do in 3 with Jack's wings. Like, you can just climb like a mountain or whatever and then just glide off and just fucking fly around the desert, you know? I think it'd be sick. I'm not 100% sure how I want the direction to go for 4 just yet. Haven't worked out what that game's core identity is going to be. Kind of hard in 3 limitations. We got open goal. We don't got limitations. Can't just fly? Yeah, you can. We'll make it. How are we going to be treating skips and glitches? What do you mean? They don't factor into, like, designing the game at all. If people want to speedrun Jack 3, they can play Jack 3. They won't play this, you know. I know there's limitations. I'm being facetious. What I'm saying is we'll figure it out. It's fine. I just finished 2 cans of beans. I feel like I should win a prize or something. Dude, I don't even eat 2 cans at a time. I only eat 1. Like if a bunch of stuff gets skipped in the mod, we changing it or not, I'd be a bit hesitant personally. Like if we got to treat this as if we're actual game devs. If there are like skips found and it's like, you know, it's a big like sequence break, we should fix that.
Wait here. I'll be back.
We're not designing this game for speedrunners. We're designing it for people who play games. Also, we never use this. Like, there's an attack on the monkey bars if you press circle. And then if you press square... No? Oh, I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, it's never used, whatever. Yeah, I just don't really like when stuff is changed up a lot, unless it's really necessary. I don't know about that, it's just... Look, if someone finds a game-breaking bug, we're gonna fix it, okay?
Thank me later, Jack.
I didn't mean to skip that, by the way, sorry. Yeah. How do you plan to mod everything to begin with? That sounds like years of work, because it might as well be a whole new game. Oh yeah, I fully concede. This is going to take years of my life. I'm fine with it. We're still got to do Jack 1 and 2 as well first. And we've got to wait for, like, actual tools to be written for Open Goal. So, like, you know, we're just getting all the work done now. So, like, when it is possible, we can just get straight to work, you know. At the moment, everything is just conceptualizing. Yeah, people tell you Jack 2 is a finished and polished game. It's like, well, what about this, like, weird unused attack that's, like, never used, you know? It's like, hey, look, I've been making Jack content since I was, like, 13. You know, I've had my channel for 9 years. I don't think anything's going to change in the next few years, you know? I'm fine with these, like, mods consuming a lot of my life. It's fine. Oh, yeah, it's not just going to be, like, the 6 of us. We're going to need help with it as well. That's fine.
Do I have to do everything?
Alright, let's see how many attempts this takes. Do I have pronouns? No. No one does. Nah, anyhow, it's fine. And thank you. I fucking hate this game. Cool. Just call Zeke it. Falls under any all, I guess. Clean? No, it wasn't. Daxter got stuck.
You miss me?
Wasn't clean, chiseled like Cruz, like sure. Can your version have a 10-minute Daxter slide for the story? No. I will personally see to it that it is removed, because fuck that fucking slide. You know how much fucking trauma it caused me? Didn't realize you actually wanted to make mods, Zeke. I thought this was all hypothetical. Best of luck in the project. Well, thanks. We've talked about like the Jack 1 stuff a lot on the channel, like on stream. Yeah, we actually plan on doing these. It's just, you know, very far away as it is. So it's all just conceptualizing. Hey, you know, oh my god, I can't believe I just realized this. Okay, so we come to the fucking volcano and there's a massive satellite, right? And the only thing we find is a mummified monk holding this little idol that gives Jack his invisibility powers. Why? So Jack gets his invisibility powers from the Dark Makers, you know? And then there's just a bunch of these idols in the monk temple? Huh? You know, I will never understand how to spell satellite, but that's okay. Finishing high school lately, but I've got a bunch of time in my hands. I'd love to get involved with the modding, and I'm in the process of joining the Discord. I wouldn't worry about it too much at the moment because it's just like a bunch of us that is still figuring out story stuff. But once we get started, it'll be Jack 1 stuff, and most of that work is going to be like 3D modeling and more hands-on development stuff like that. But like, you know, you're more than welcome to help us out if you do have experience in that. When the time comes, of course. That's not going to be for a while. Some monks worship the dark precursors. I don't know about that. I love that Jack's invisibility is no purpose outside. It's literally, you use it for one level. Like, I might like to keep it. It's a cool power. Just, like, give it more utility, you know? We need Damukin on this project. She is the foremost expert in Jack. Dude, I don't think this guy's even played Jack 3. Hey, C Tunaful. I'm doing okay. Like, it's funny, like, getting in arguments with him, because, like, he'll say stuff about Jack 3's story, and it's like, that's kind of correct, you know? Like, he'll misquote something, or he'll ever so slightly misremember a scene, and just like, no, that's not what happens. You know, coming from someone who has every fucking line of these games memorized is just like, you know, arguing with the wrong person. It makes sense, actually, because there was a precursor war long ago, leaving behind relics in ancient temples. Yeah, the war was with the metalheads, but that was across the universe. Jack's planet was just abandoned as it was being built. Is it definitely from the Dark Makers? I thought the top was a precursor head. Well, it's like, it's got the snout, right? Like the precursor robots. But if you look, the Dark Maker trooper guys, the guys you fight, they have the snout. So that looks like a Dark Maker relic still. There's nothing wrong with liking something. Well, there's not, but like, he's just so averse to like having like good faith discussions about like anything. He just dick rides Jack 3, tells people they're wrong for not enjoying Jack 3 as much as him, and tells people they're fucking stupid for liking Jack 2. Calls them Jack 2 fetishists. It's so fucking, it's so pathetic. It's so funny though. Anyway.
Looks like I didn't agree with him.
Don't touch it, Daxter. Who knows what more dark ego would do to you?
Look at me, Jack. I'm short, I'm hairy, and I itch in strange places. I couldn't do worse. Relax. I know what I'm doing. Oh, yuck! Cold, clammy, dead hands. Oh, I can't look.
Look out, Daxter!
Jack? Jack? Where are you, buddy? Hey!
It's a dark power, Dax. Some kind of invisibility.
Yeah, well, cut it out. If you moved that fast a long time ago, I'd still be wearing pants. You know what I really miss? Soft
Missable orbs really are not a big deal when talking about an artistic work. It's like, that's like a developer oversight, and it's so minor.
We're out of here.
Jack 3 has so many design issues. Good line though. Like, a lot of these cutscenes are great. It's just the story's a mess. Like we see this massive fucking thing. Like, look how cool this is. It's so cool, so spooky and mysterious. Never mentioned at all. Like in the plot, we come here, we don't even. Jak and Daxter don't even look at it. They just look at this fucking, and they get the dark power. And it's like, why? It's so dumb. It's why is this so big? Every other one we see is tiny. Ugh. Also, notice how we've been streaming in nearly 2 hours. This is the first on-foot platforming mission that we've had. You know, crazy. So win mini games and driving, and combat arenas that are just bleh. You guys want to see something cool? You do that, you wouldn't have even known there's any enemies in this hallway. But there are a bunch of spiders. Not anymore though. I wanted to look at these, try and glean some meaning from them. I remember in the earlier build, there was something that really caught my eye about them. And I don't remember if that carried over into the final build. I think it might have. I'm just misremembering what I felt. But, yeah. Interesting statue things. Which earlier build? The one I played on stream. I think it's the earliest one. And if you do that and then get off the platform thing, the spiders won't spawn. Ooh, see? No spiders. It's like Lost. Everything is so dark and mysterious, but it has no purpose and none of it is ever explained. I mean, maybe, but that's dumb. I don't want that. If it's going to be there, have it have a purpose. What is... Oh, it's nothing. Tim was very unfinished in that build. Yeah, it is. Or maybe it was on the Vita. I don't remember. It was one of the last times I played this game on stream. I noticed something interesting. How did Errol get involved with the Dark Makers? Never made sense to me. Yeah, that's something we're trying to grapple with. If we do include him, you know. Also, I love how it's like, oh, okay, we use this power once just to get through this room that otherwise is like, you know, uninteresting because they just arbitrarily set up gates, you know. I don't know if you know this, Zeke, but people didn't really like how Lost turned out. Yeah, there's something controversial about the ending. I don't know, I've never watched it. Feels like they placed this cutscene here when they originally... This place was something... I don't know, maybe. I mean, it's pretty obvious this place isn't made by the precursors. It's a place of worship. It's the monk temple. Like, I don't think there's anything like that can be made to seem confusing about that. It's like, it's obvious why this doesn't have the same vibe as other precursor places. This isn't precursor in origin. It's obvious. Like, they're not hiding that. The precursors talk to you here. Yeah, I don't fucking know. They just...
I want no excuses. You told me this could be done. Now make it so.
But we have so little time. The Daystar approaches. You know what it brings.
Unfortunate, yes. We will deal with that as soon as I have full access to the catacombs. Just continue your work, and I'll deal with those idiots in...
So what is their work, you know? Like, so Vigo working with monks to get to catacombs. What is the monk's role in this? Question marks. Maybe the Oracle was here and the humans built a temple around it? Possibly, yeah. Wondering why the Seal of Mara is on the eco events. Does it predate him? The Seal of Mara is like everywhere in this temple. I'll show you in a sec. Wait, also, hold on a sec. Listen to this line.
I promise you will meet your makers.
Why are the catacombs so important? Like, you see, like, the catacombs get revealed. It's like, oh, catacombs. Yeah, the stream's lagging, sorry. And then it's like, well, we don't even know why they're important. Why didn't Vega just go there immediately? How do we even find out that there's stuff down there again? Is it Onan? The mission beforehand? Like the mission before going in there? I can't remember. The Lost Ending was basically a big fuck you to the characters by revealing they were dead the whole time. And the whole plot was just them living in purgatory. Oh, okay, yep. The monks salvaged technology from the catacombs and may have built temples around castles of elite. No. I don't know. I was writing something. I don't remember. This game's so messy and I love how that hurts you. Of course it does. What is that thing doing? Also, yeah, like the seals of Ma, like everywhere. Like my theory is that the precursor monks were set up by Ma. Like at some point he's like, I have all these secrets of the precursors and they might, like, this planet may need to know them all in order to like survive, sort of thing. So like I'll set up like this order of the precursor monks to keep these secrets safe, sort of thing. That's my theory. I'm still dropping so much frames. This sucks. Whatever. What was Vigo even talking about in that cutscene? You told me this can be done. Now make it so. What was he talking about? What could be done? This game... You know, like, how good are... It's like... your second viewing is usually better because it's like, oh, now I understand things. The first time through, there's all this foreshadowing. It's like, ooh, what does this mean? And you don't pick up on everything it's putting down on the first viewing. Like, a lot of things do elude you. Then the second time, it's like, oh, I get it now. Like, you pick up on the new things. Even like third or fourth times, it's like, oh yeah, I'm learning new things. In Jak 3, it's just like, I have questions. So many questions every time. By the way, do you think it would make more sense if that last cutscene, I'm assuming the one we just watched, takes place before Vega blowing up the tower? It probably would, to be honest. Based on Vega talking about needing the full access to Catacomb. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe he's just like... Maybe he was trying to get access to it without blowing it up, but at some point he's just like, fuck it, let's just blow it up, you know? So... and it seems like, you know, Vega's been involved with the monks for a while. Anyway, okay. How's your day, by the way? I'm assuming you're asking me. I was at school all day. I had to wake up. Well, I woke up at like 6 a.m. 6? Yeah, like 6 a.m. I had school at 11 for 2 hours. And then oh, fuck. And then I spent the rest of the day on the bus coming home. It was like a 2-hour bus ride. I came home and I ate some food. And here I am. I am very tired. There was a climate protest at my campus today, and I really wanted to be more active in it, but I had class, so I couldn't, which sucks. Then they got a fucking, what is it, Santos or something? They're like a mining corporation or something in Australia. Yeah, oil and gas exploration and production company with its headquarters in Adelaide, South Australia. Yeah, they just straight up have a fucking building on my campus. No, university. I'm 22. I'm not like 17. I'm old, okay? Yeah, they just have a straight up fucking building on our campus and they have their own like degree for this shit. It's fucking gross. Anyway.
Hey, it's one of those goober-eyed precursor thingies.
Greetings, great warrior. Your return brings us great hope.
Okay, like, look, all of these cutscenes are always vague as hell with their language. And they could mean anything. I don't fucking know. Like, look, is Jack's return like them hinting at him being Ma? Like, oh, the legendary warrior returns, or is it just, oh, Jack returns because it's game 3? I never called uni school, so oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I just call it school because I go there to learn, and hate my life. 21 years young. I'm not 20. I'm 22. Okay. Fucking.
This planet's future is at a critical juncture. The Dark Ones have found your world again.
Again? What do you mean again? That doesn't make any sense. Ugh. Australia makes a lot of its money through mining. Would be nice if it could. No, it's not that it would be nice if it could. It's that these corporations are some of those most powerful on Earth. They make their money fucking over the planet because it's profitable. It's got nothing to do with like, oh yeah, a lot of money can be made. It's just like, no. Fuck capitalism, alright? And our fucking governments are such little bitches and roll over to their every demand. They don't fucking, oh, your climate targets in like 40 years from now. Oh yeah, we'll get it. No, the planet's fucking dying now. You see these fucking fires in Hawaii, in Europe? All these fucking heat waves across the planet. The hottest month in recorded history happened this year in July. and it's going to be happening, and it's been happening every year. And our world governments are doing fucking nothing about it. It's fucking ridiculous. And this game sucks. Right.
And fate hangs in the balance where the past and the future collide.
Okay, this line makes no sense. Hawaii's not... I said and in Europe. Hangs in the balance where the past and the future collide. What does that even mean? I don't know. Stripping the earth of its natural resources and on sacred land stolen from natives is not very pog in any scenario. Yeah. Europe did have it. Yeah, Europe. No, but Europe's been having like mad wildfires in Italy, I think it was. Like as well, you know, like it's fucked. Oh, and also speaking of like, you know, land stolen from its natives, fucking our government's so fucking bitch ass, pussy ass, it can't even like treat its, well, of course, no fucking government treats its natives right, but like our country specifically, we've got this whole fucking pussy ass vote yes campaign to like have like a small tiny amendment to the constitution that lets like an advisory body advise the government on legislation to do with like indigenous people, but it's just advisory. The government has no obligation to listen to it, and indigenous activists aren't even fucking asking for this. They don't want this. They want a fucking treaty with the government. We're one of the few Commonwealth nations that doesn't have a treaty with its indigenous people. It's fucked. Our government is so useless. But it sucks because it's better than the last government we had, which was actively malicious. We're in that phase where it's like we needed these guys in power, but like they're so fucking useless. But it's like it's better than the alternative. But like we just whatever.
Do you have any idea what he just said? Speak the normal language, okay?
You will need all the power you can.
I also don't really like you just getting a light power from the Oracle like this. I don't know. Then again, how else would you get it?
Look into the light and receive a power.
Maybe just have the level prior be actually challenging so it feels earned.
Dax, the dark eco. It feels far away. I feel better.
We need to expand upon the light eco, making Jack feel better about the darkness because it's barely touched upon. Also, sorry the stream's still dipping. Like, as long as like there's no like stops in audio, I think it's fine. Southern European countries that doesn't usually get snow have started to get more snow in the winter and colder winters too, which is not good when houses are built to keep the heat out. Yeah, exactly. Bro, that just sounds like America with koalas. Hey, yeah, we're pretty fucked, but at least we've got like better healthcare than you guys, so. Hey, I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow and it's not going to cost me anything. Look, man, I'm not meaning to clown on anyone. It's just the one thing, you know, that Americans always fucking lose on. And it's like, I'm not trying to say my country's good, because it's fucking not. Hey, moves out. Great. Just tuning in, but having to elect the useless party as opposed to the malicious party in the US is what the US is in right now. Yeah, I know, yeah. We have a better voting system though, like we have preferential voting and like third parties actually have some impact here, you know. But again, it's just frustrating because like, you know, we went like a decade with like the malicious party, you know. And then we finally get like the center-left party and it's like, oh, they're just fucking useless. So it's like all this time and it's like, oh, finally something's... let's just hope something turns around. It's like, ugh. Because like they're just as bad as the other party when it comes to fucking climate. Like we're opening up like a Like a further like 120 fucking coal plants. Like really? Oh yeah, climate targets by 2030. We're already fucking skyrocketing past 2 degrees Celsius. It's like, oh great. I fucking whatever. I would say we're doing better than America, but like, is that hard to? Yeah, exactly. But like in the context of like the conversation that was happening, I reflexively said that, and it sounded like I was defending Australia. It was like, I'm really not trying to. It's just America's just that bad. Thoughts on Pauline Hanson? Absolute fucking nut job. Absolute piece of shit. And the only people I've ever like known to like be really into her are like absolute bogan conspiracy theorist anti-vaxxers. So, you know, it fits. I love how quickly this got political. Jack 3 just gets me in a mood, hey. I love how the scientists are saying we're already... Yo, yeah, we're fucked. Like, what was it, like 2018? They said we had by 2030 to like... to avoid the... What was it? The 2 degrees, I think it was. And yeah, we're already past that. We're fucked. We're past the point of no return. It's done. Yeah, it's unavoidable now. The real challenge now is just like, can we get it less fucked, you know? Can we have it not that bad? Can we just have it less bad, please? That'd be nice. Favorite Australian politician? I don't have a favorite Australian politician. They're all horrible. And then our government like, cool, we can wait till 2050. No, we've got fucking plans to 2050 as well, yeah. It's just so fucking... so pathetic. Because, like, the goalposts move, like, every time. It's like, oh, yeah, we set down... We've drafted this climate plan. This degrees by this year. Oh, what's that? Oh, we've drafted it again. Oh, we've raised it by the same year. So, like, we have to put less work in. It's just fucking... Because, you know, Australia is built a lot on mining for coal and gas and stuff. So, like, that fucking... The fossil fuel lobbies in this country are supremely powerful. It just fucking shocked me, like, when I learned today, I went to the protest and met up with some people I knew, and they were just like, do you know much about it? I'm like, I haven't really looked into it. I'm just like, they have a fucking degree here. They just have a building here on campus. Like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. It's ridiculous. And yeah, there was going to be an event today at campus, like signing up a bunch of people. But when they cancelled it when they learnt about the protest. So, but they just like went and protested anyway. It's always so funny when like, you know, set up these protests and everything. There's always so many fucking cops around. It's like, fuck off. What's gonna happen? What state am I from? I'm in South Australia. Try living with the fact that your dad was an executive for ExxonMobil. Are you serious, dude? Jesus. What am I studying? I'm doing a Bachelor of Arts. I'm majoring in Japanese studies. And I'm fucking struggling, man. I should be studying. I'm so behind.
Attention, all people of Spargus. A large storm is heading our way. Prepare the city. Jack, there are 4 wastelanders out there who still have not reported in. I want you to go out and find them. Do whatever it takes to bring them back.
Is Wastelanders being caught out in a storm something we could do procedurally? Would that be interesting gameplay? I'm not really sure. Seems a bit callous to be like, oh yeah, there's some Wastelanders out here. You can go save them if you want. It's optional, and then you just don't. Art studies is rough. It's just, no, it's language that's rough. I am not built for memorizing like 50 words a week, okay? And then all the grammar concepts is just like, oh, I've got to like practice sentence structure and all these particles and stuff and all these rules. And then like all the kanji. It's like math in terms of like the rule sets and everything. But it's like you have to learn a bunch like a whole new script and like all these different words and stuff. So it's like 3 times harder than maths. Skill issue? Absolutely, yeah. ADHD is a skill issue. You know, it's funny, I talked with my Japanese lecturer yesterday, just saying like, hey, I'm like really struggling at the moment. And I just got did I tell you guys? I got diagnosed with ADHD and depression. And it's been like, it kind of explains why I'm having such a hard time, you know, actually studying, like, just like doing any studying is like such a struggle for me to like even start. Because like, it's just like seems like such a struggle just to get started. And then once I do get started, it's hard to keep focused and everything. And he's like, you know, you can go to the disability center here on campus. And so I did and talked with him. Just like, and then it really hit me. It's like, wait a sec, I'm like disabled. What the fuck? Like, it's been like a few weeks now that like I've had this diagnosis come back and I've known. It's just been like, oh yeah, it's just a thing I have now. But it's like, oh wait, I'm just like in a different class of people now. I don't know, it was just funny. Japanese particular hard, having 3 alphabets basically. I'm fine with like the scripts. I had those memorized a while ago. It's just, you know, it's just so many words. So many words. When it comes to art, I care a lot more about the practice than the theory. Well, I say Bachelor of Arts, but like I'm not doing art stuff. Like Bachelor of Arts is just an all-encompassing thing for like everything that isn't economics or science, really. That's pretty much it. Like everything from like film studies to fucking like 3D modeling to learning French, you know, like it's very broad. But like art theory is like supremely important, you know, like with anything, it's like if you want to do something well, you don't need to know the theory, but knowing the theory is very useful. Because then, like, when you know the rules, you know how to break them effectively, you know what I mean? Like, I would learn music theory. I'm just too lazy. And that's, again, like learning a whole nother language. It's just very boring to me. But I understand its importance. But I also understand, like, you know, like anything with art, it's not necessary to learn. You know, you can just learn everything through doing. It's just, you know, that's not what's the norm.
You're the best, buddy.
Yeah. Apparently stuff like ADD and ADHD can be hereditary. Yeah, it's funny because when I had to have my mum in with me as we had the psychiatry appointment, and it's funny, like he was asking my mum a bunch of stuff about me, and she just kept laughing and like smiling and stuff because it's like, oh wait a minute, that's me, like her. And it was really funny. ADHD, dyslexia, and autism here, not a fun combo. Mix of mental health. Oh yeah. Fucking, the depression really doesn't fucking help when it comes to like my motivation and mood and stuff. And my sleep is awful. Also, do we need to write anything down here? Like, I guess it is kind of interesting that like so far the only satellites we've come across have been like dead ones, I guess. Like they haven't been functional. But then after we've already like, you know, summoned the we've like let the dark makers know of our location and stuff, then we just come across another one in the desert, but it's like functional. It's like, oh shit. I actually quite like this fight. It's, you know, it's simplistic, but like just having like a mini boss in the middle of like a normal mission, I think is really sick. The fight itself leaves a bit to be desired. Like it's not very threatening. My stream is fine. Shut up, YouTube. Camera's a bit wonky here, though. How many other times in a story mission, aside from the other time in this exact area with Ashland, do we have to, like, get out of the desert and do, like, get out of the car in the desert and do things on foot, you know? Man, I got a lot of interesting comments I want to read. Give me a sec, guys. Oh, and watch when we... Oh, no, never mind. I'm an idiot. It's okay. Next mission is going to be, Oh, it'll be the turret mission. Why not? Yeah. Am I playing on emulator? I am playing on console. On PS2. Cool. How am I showing the screen if it's on PS2? I have a capture card. I have a like it's a little converter box. It's very low quality. No, certainly not a retro tink. But I plug my PS2 into that and it converts the signal to HDMI and then I can plug it into my capture card. Alright, I gotta I was born in Canada. We got to live all over the world until my father settled us in Texas, where I spent the majority of my childhood. But when my parents split, he basically got everything because the courts were corrupt in Texas. That's how I ended up poor in the first place. I was actually pretty rich as a kid. Oh, damn. I never really knew it because I was too young, you know. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 6. Damn. Was your dad actually fucking ExxonMobil, though? That's fucking crazy. I've noticed issues with ADD and ADHD are made worse with technology. Like, it's made a lot worse with instant gratification. Yeah, probably. Like, I don't think ADHD is, like, and stuff like that is necessarily something you're born with. I think it can be learned. But, like, I think I am just a bit internet-brained as well. But, you know. From my very short research, I think ADHD and ADD can both be genetic and yeah, environmental factors. Yeah, that's what I just said. If there's one thing I noticed in recent times, that a lot of people have some form of mental health issues. It's pretty depressing. See, you got to wonder if it's like, well, hold on. Well, it's interesting, right? Because like, yes, the rates of mental health issues have skyrocketed, but that's because of a few reasons. Number one is that prior generations were a lot worse about mental health. There was a lot more like, it was a lot more taboo to bring up that sort of stuff. We had a lot less knowledge of things like ADHD and autism and stuff. And so like, there are plenty of like, you know, old people now who have never been diagnosed with like this sort of stuff because like, it just wasn't something you did back then, you know? But also too, the world has gotten a lot fucking worse. Like, you know, we're like also like, you know, nowadays we're a lot more open about mental health and you know, young people are a lot more like willing to get like diagnosed with stuff because it's not much of a stigma anymore. But the world is getting a lot fucking worse. Everyone's lives are getting so much harder. Cost of living is skyrocketing. Blah 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 blah. Everyone's in the shitter. So it's like both, you know, like, yeah. But you know, old people just say like, oh, Gen Z is so fucking. Everyone's got autism. It's like, oh, it's a trend, is it? It's like, no dipshit. oh, everyone's depressed now. Is everyone just like depressed just like because it's trendy? It's like, no, dipshit, because your generations have made the world fucking worse. Thank you. Should have a cheat to disable the desert and sand skidding effect. Sand, like, do you mean like the how the card handles? I can basically only focus on things that interest me. I'm kind of the same. It, you know, it really sucks. Japanese does interest me. My class does interest me. I think the problem is I can't do something if someone's told me I have to do it. Like if something's obligatory, it's an obligation I have to do. I struggle with it so hard. It's like, oh fuck, no, I have to do this. If it's something that just like interests me from my own motivation of like I want to do this, I'm a lot better with it. it's I've got that real punk rock spirit really imbued into me. Like, fuck you, do what you tell me. Should have a cheat to turn Leaper into a flop flop. That could be cool as a secret. I just wish Jack and Dax would actually react to this thing. It needs dialogue. No, I don't know. I think that scene was perfectly fine. Boss fights just stop being good after Act 1. True. So many dropped frames. Jordan, if you want to like actually capture good quality PS2 footage, you want to invest in like a good quality video scaler, something like the OSSC, the open source scan converter, or the RetroTink, whatever model you want. The RetroTink 5X is like the really good one, for PS2 at least. But these things are very expensive. What they do is essentially like they take the footage that you plug it in to the little device, and it takes that footage and upscales it to like a HD resolution, like 720p, 1080p, like and higher, you know. And it's very accurate. It's very, very good. The one I'm using right now, it's basically just taking the signal and converting it. It's not doing any like proper upscaling. It's just spitting out a HDMI image, and that works for me. But like the picture's very, very soft and blurry. Yeah, it's not very good. Thoughts on Matildas? Really want this wave of women's sports to pick up. I've heard of this. I don't actually know what's going on. I can't speak to it. So something about Australian women's sports doing well or something. That's the vibe I'm getting. I don't actually know what's going on. Don't mind me asking, what else do you do apart from YouTube profession-wise? I don't have a job. I study full-time. I think I was diagnosed with Asperger's at grade 7 or 8. 13. Isn't grade... No, grade 7's 12. Grade 8 is 13. Isn't Asperger's like just a fake thing? It's just like high-functioning autism or something? Or like just some form of autism? Isn't Asperger's just like an outdated term? Anyways, the point of sharing this stuff about my dad was that I got to see how oil companies treat their employees and make them money. You basically live like royalty. Jesus. You are born with ADHD, but how you grow up shapes how it presents itself and how I've heard it's both. Like I heard, yeah, it's complicated. I'm no expert. I feel like back in Jak 2 there would have been some cutscene with Jak and Daxter go back and tell someone what they just happened in the desert in this one. No, I don't know. Even in Jak 2 it was very like that. Like, Jak and Daxter very rarely react to what's going on in the story. I think it's just like kind of its style, you know. It's very... the Jak series is very choppy and very quick with its cutscenes. It's very get to the point, you know. You know, it has its benefits and drawbacks. Car handling on ice style stuff. Nah, I don't know. It's kind of the point of Jak 3 to control like that. It could, trust me, if you play on the PS3 version, it's much worse. For whatever reason, the car physics on PS3 are awful. On PS2, it's a lot better, but like, you know, not perfect. You just gotta get good. You know, everyone says Jak 2 is the hard one, but like, the real challenge is getting good at Jak 3's driving. Don't bother with the OSSC unless you have a shit ton of money. I'm pretty sure the RetroTink 5X is more expensive than the OSSC, but it is better quality than the OSSC. OSSC struggles a little bit with PS1 and 2, especially if there's resolution switching, which was actually quite common on PS2, on PS1, sorry, because of menus. Like a lot of like RPGs, like Chrono Cross, for example, the pause menu would be in 480p, but the gameplay would be in 240p, and switching like that, the OSSC wasn't very good at handling that. The RetroTink 5X is, though. It's just very expensive. One reason I think we are doing worse now is because we keep hearing so much negative things through the news and the internet. We'll instantly find out about all those horrible things that happen. We aren't meant to hear this much negativity on a daily basis. Well, I mean, like, I suppose, but it's also just like material life for like so many people has just been getting worse thanks to global late stage capitalism and you know, the climate crisis and all these fucking and everything, and you know, COVID as well is like, and also just a huge thing, like a universal fucking shitstorm for everyone on Earth, you know. So quality looks good though. I thought it was an emulator. I mean, yeah, it gets the job done, but I've had it for a while now, but I'm kind of ready to move on. It's just I can't afford a RetroTink. 600 Australian dollars? No thanks. I'm good. Hey Jaden. I get premium still get stented. Hate this site. Yeah, I don't know, man. You're Australian, right? What do you think of Daniel Ricciardo? Ricciardo? I know we love him big time here in South Africa. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I don't follow sports like at all. So yeah. It's high functioning, but the new terms just feel stupid because it keeps changing since people focus on the negative. I mean, I don't know. It's just from what I've heard, like the origin of the term Asperger's has like some really weird history. I don't know. And it's just like not accurate. So I don't know. I'm not an expert on any of this. So since people focus on the negative, more news and stuff put more of that out because that's how they earn money through engagement. Yeah, well, it's like, yeah, news sites prey on like, you know, like negative things always get more clicks, you know. It's just, I don't know. Asperger's was a term Nazis made to differentiate people with low functioning autism. See, that's what I've heard as well, yeah. Part of autism is it's hard to break habits and things they're familiar with. The changes in definitions ironically make it harder for people with autism. I mean, yeah, I could see that, I guess, but I think it's best to just like, yeah, I don't know. Jak 2 used to be hard for me until I watched that one video from Zeke. Nice. I thought the 5X are cheaper. No, the 5X is the newer thing. Like, the OSSC is kind of old now. Because at the time the OSSC was out, the RetroTink equivalent was the 2X. And that couldn't handle 480p signal. Which is like, why would I want that? Jak 2 runs at 480p, you know? And then the 5X came out. And OSSC still hasn't had an update. I think one's been in the works for a while. But yeah. The real challenge is beating Jak X on PS4 with its slippery movement. Jak X doesn't have controller, like controlling issues, does it? I've platinumed it. I've beat it on hero mode. Love lag? Yep. Buy better internet. So I fucking did buy better internet before I moved out here last time. And you know what? Doesn't help. It's so dumb, isn't it? I did a whole ass 24-hour stream on this internet, and look what it's doing to me. Ridiculous. Whatever. Cleaver, what do you want?
Isn't it time for you ankle biters naps?
Yeah, whatever.
That gun turret used to be the only thing that stood between us and the desert's cruel kiss. I used to be the tall puppy on that baby. Wanna try to beat me, Score?
Oh, don't worry. Jack beats things all the time. Hey, Jack?
What exactly like they're defending against, you know? Like, to use the gun to shoot the sandstorm, you know? Like, what does that mean? Also good to remember that people are individuals, so your personality and culture you grew up in also affects how you show it. Yeah, yeah. Perhaps not the internet, something with PC. Nah, man. Like at my last place, my internet was way better, and the streams are just fine. And my PC's only gotten better since last time I moved here. I actually bought a graphics card. Hey, Alex, how we doing? Typed D, it seems. Nice. You know, I do like how this mission has like some like setup and payoff. You know, we do it just like a training one in Act 1, and then in Act 3 we use it again to fight off the massive threat. I think that's really cool. I just hate turret missions. Is there like a giant delay, or just me? Ugh, look, my internet fucking sucks. I'm sorry. No! Ugh. Also a student, gonna do a project. Love you, vids. Alright, no worries, Jordan. Have a good one.
So, wallet to me, Score. Fine. The top poppy has to be snipped sometime. Law of the land says the top gunner holds a special trophy in honor of their skill. This crystal's yours now, but I'll be getting it.
I love how everyone just happens to have a fucking crystal in this game. Whatever. What's a nice playlist? I listen to all of it on a walk, so I don't know what songs are what. Real good stuff. Awesome, nice. Yeah. I just noticed that, like, I've been listening to nothing but, like, Australian punk lately. It's like, I know some people who appreciate this. Also, if you ever want to... If you ever want a good laugh, watch the music video for Corruption by the Bennies. It's on that playlist. It's just so fucking good. I love how in Precursor Legacy, when Jack crouches, he breathes heavily for some reason. Cracks me and my GF up. It's actually really interesting, like Jack's breathing patterns. Like if you really listen, like you turn the music off, you just listen to Jack, he's like constantly breathing. Yeah, it's really weird. There's some really there's a lot of like really cool like details that you like can hear once you turn the music off. Download better internet. I wish. I wonder what'll happen if I plug the Ethernet back into this thing. Am I living on campus? No, I say I wish. I don't know. I live with my parents, and it's a 2-hour bus ride to get to campus because I don't live in the city that my campus is at. I mean, we do need to cut every turret mission, right? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. Like, maybe just that one we can... I don't know. It's Jack 3 did a good thing. Good job. I don't want to take it away from it, you know? But at the same time, fuck turret missions. You need to check out that playlist. Looks really dope, yeah. Oh, you know, well... I would snort Christmas. Sure. There's one more band I need to add to it that I just listened to today. I just listened to the album today, so I've got to pick a song from it. But they're called Dick Lord. They're so good. The album's called, oh, what is it? What's the album called? Where'd it go? Yeah, Premenstrual Attitude. It's so good. Oh, I love it. I love Australian like feminist punk. It's so funny.
Greetings, brave fighters. The one, the only, the greatest highness of all highnesses, the magnificent, eminently...
Enough. Just get on with it.
Sorry, got a bit carried away.
Ugh.
Mention how fabulous your hair looks.
Do I own a car? I don't. I don't have my license. I hate driving.
Has been called. This is combat to the death. Good luck, and may the bravest man, or in some cases animal, win.
You live in Spargus in University's Haven City. True. Bought KH3 on PC for Remind. Oh, cool. I mean, Remind is on PS4. They did remove one of the turret missions, right? Wait, what do you mean? No? When? I love how they give you, like, you know, the machine gun in a mission that it doesn't work very well in. You know, this weapon's good for, like, bulky enemies or groups of enemies. This arena is set up where every enemy is so far away and they only take 2 hits to die. They don't even know. I hate this so much. It's so fucking... oh yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. That's the only thing that helped that one time. I don't think it's helping. Look, is my audio cutting out at all? You know, that's the only thing I actually care about. I don't care about smooth picture at this point because we're just playing through this game to clown on it. It doesn't matter. Is my audio cutting out at any point? Kinda, yeah. Not cutting out for me. What if I do this? Hold on. Hello? Cool. Wait, hold on. Thanks, wait. Let me do that. Okay. You guys can still hear me? Maybe this will help. Who fucking knows? For me, the stream starts and stops. Doesn't always skip. Ugh, fuck me. I just want to fucking cry. I hate this.
Zeke?
Jack? Dexter?
Zeke!
Don't you two look sorrier than ever.
What are you doing here?
Honing my skills. Let's finish this.
Whoa, come on, Zeke. I'm not gonna fight you.
Also, yeah, like, oh yeah, Damus is this like, you know, this great ruler. He's a good king, but he gets fucked off when two of his very treasured wasteland warriors don't fucking kill each other. You know, like it's so stupid. And it seems that the stream is fine now, so I guess we're doing this.
We don't kill killers both. Rule of the arena. Sorry, nothing personal.
Ugh.
One must destroy the other. Complete the test or face worse pain.
I just know I'm gonna regret this.
Seize them.
It's so stupid.
How dare you two defile the purity of the arena? Zeke, your time in Haven City has poisoned you. And you, newcomer, you deserve no mercy. I should toss you both into the jaws of the desert. However, Zeke...
Nah, it's not bare bones until I turn my mic off it, and it's just gameplay.
...to redeem yourself. But only this once.
A spy?
Just shut up. I'll tell you later.
I genuinely like all the spy stuff with Sig looking for the kid. I think it's really good stuff. Then again, you know, it's like he would have come into contact with the kid at some point, right? Like, well, I don't know. He wasn't exactly working with the underground. He was more of Crew's guy. Surely he would have. Like, would they have just told Sig about the plot twist with the kid? Oh yeah, that was Jack. He went back in time. I don't know. I like Sig.
Beads not too far from here. They have been harassing our artifact carriers for some time. I want you to drive into the heart of the nest and take out all the creatures you find inside. I'd say good luck, but then luck won't help you.
The trials seem more like a religious thing with the whole purity of the arena. Yeah, it's stupid. Like, they're not treated as like, you know, being a wastelander isn't treated as a religion. It's treated as like a way of life, you know? And like, I get we need to like, you know, test the strength of our guys, you know, survival of the fittest and all that. We, you know, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link sort of thing. But just like, why do you need to kill each other? It's stupid. Why do we like trap all these guys and put them into tiny boxes that they jump out of and then you kill them? Like, what is it? What does that achieve? You know? I don't know. Can't actually see when something is banned or not because it seems extra. Yeah, yeah, it's stupid. It doesn't even show me like all of the ones that like would have been banned for chat. You know, like it doesn't show me all of your messages. So I don't know. It's really fucking dumb. Sorry. I wish I could just turn that off, you know, but I can't.
Let's do it, Jack.
Crew would get some more information than the Resistance, so going to Crew makes sense considering his goal. Yeah, I'm just wondering if Sig would have ever come in contact with the kid. Because it's like, you know, you kind of just... Oh, maybe this is just me, but I kind of just assumed that, like, Sig would have been helping... Fuck, now the stream's dying again. I kind of just assumed Sig would have been helping the Underground because he's, like, an ally to Jack, but now that I think about it... Sig never really, like, interacts with, like, Torn and that. Like, you literally only interact with Sig through Crew, you know? Which I kind of appreciate more now. Not every like ally is homogenous, you know. You find allies through other means of not just the underground. I mean, Jak 2 is so good. Instead of killing, they should be segregated in tops and bottoms. Jesus Christ. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? I like being bad. It makes me happy. I think my government should invade yours for this crime against humanity you call internet. Just tell them you found some oil. What? You know what's fucking shit? Australians invented Wi-Fi. And we have the shittest internet in the developed world. It's fucked. I hate this country. It's like a friend of mine, he lives in New Zealand. He's like, oh, finally I upgraded from my shitty internet. Shows like a speed test of like before and after. The before, the upload speed was like in the 40s or something. And then the upload speed like on the upgraded was like 200. It's like, oh my god. You know what mine is, guys? Just under 3 megabits per second. Like it's like 2.8 or something. It's fucked. I am working with scraps here. You're welcome. I think Crew never knowing about the kid and he's only ever with the resistance would be even more ironic, since Zeke thinking about going with Crew would be the best shot. Ended up being the reason he failed. Yeah. Jak 2's so good. You're also in one of the bigger parts of Australia too, aren't you? Bigger parts? What do you mean? I'm in South Australia. I live in a country town. Internet's always shitter, and I'm like, I'm in a country town, and I'm in the country part of the country town, you know? Like, yeah. Like, NBN is shit, and we don't even have NBN. Like none of our internet is wired. It's all fucking through satellites and shit. It's awful. Oh, I'm so fucking tired, man. Man, I can't believe how long we've like been playing this game, you know, and like the amount of progress we've made. I can't remember the last time it's taken me this long to get through this much of Jak 3, you know. I mean, I guess it feels kind of nice not to rush through everything. Hey there, Ollie. I'm from the Riverland. So oh, for real? Interesting. Yeah, I don't live too far away. You know, it's so funny, like, how disproportionately Australian my server and my chat is, considering the majority of my YouTube audience is American. It's like the people who actually interact, like, on a deeper level than just, like, watching the video. They're all Australian, like, why? Or New Zealand. Have I died yet? I mean, yeah, I haven't been taking it seriously. This isn't Deathless. Want to go to Australia though? Why? It sucks. Look, if you do and you come to South Australia, just let me know. We'll fucking hang out or something. Probably because I stream AU out. I have streamed at like all hours of the day and night because my sleep schedule is consistently fucked and ever changing. It doesn't matter. You know, it's still a lot of the time it's I think the time when I get the most American viewers is when I stream at like 5 in the morning. And like in those early hours in the morning. That seems to be when I get the most amount of faces that I don't recognize in chat. And I'm just gonna guess they're American. You know? I kind of want to do another 24-hour stream this year. Like, I was thinking maybe for, like, Jack 2's 20th anniversary, but I don't know. That's in the middle of my fucking school month. That's next month. No, it's not. It's the month after. Okay, see you later, Lumina. What town am I from? I don't want to dox myself. I'm sorry.
And you destroy the metalhead eggs. I suppose mercy is in order, and it is granted. You will not be cast out. But next time, I will not be so lenient. Never again defile the arena.
Oh man. Oh. It's usually when Yeshua is on, it's way too early for me. Well, like 5 a.m.? Yeah. "5 a.m. Australia is roughly 6 to 9 p.m. in the US. So like post-school work hours. Yeah, and that's like peak time for like chilling out watching a stream, right? It's 4 a.m. here though, so never mind. So you slept for like 2 days, and then you wake up and your sleep is still fucked. Gotcha. Hell yeah. Shut up, Sig. Two of the people on the project are American. Yeah, true. Jack, this is Ashlyn.
This is Ashlyn. I'm glad you're still alive. I see Damus still keeps tabs on his old beacons. Listen, I've got to see you immediately. I've landed out by the Oasis, but I don't have much time. Please come find me.
This is a way of life, Zeke. Yeah, it just sucks. Also, one of the few times in the game that this song plays. It's like one of the best ones. I'm personally just insane because I can no longer control the fact that I wake up at 6:30 every day. Fuck me. I'm really tired. Yeah, me too. What's the time? It's 8:45. This is around the time I went to bed last night. So, man, I should really go to bed soon. We just hit the 3-hour mark. Is there anything like story-wise that I should have taken notes on that I haven't in the last few missions? I haven't been super diligent with it lately. Oh. High noon here, Austria. Nice. Where are these random broken roads going to and from anyway? Well, they would have been, like gaps. Like to clear the gaps above, like, the ravine. But they're broken. See? Like to get from one dune to the other, I guess. I don't know, I think they're cool. It's just, yeah. I don't know, maybe it's for like for transport. You want to like a smooth road surface that isn't all like hilly and slippery when like transporting stuff, but like over the years they've degraded. Great. Cool. Also, look, it makes for cool gameplay, okay? It doesn't matter. It's laggy. There's a fucking an empty can covering up my clock on my screen and my stream thing. So I kept not being able to see. Hell yeah, parasocial relationships with YouTubers. The only social interaction I have anymore. Whoa. Well, you're saying... Oh, I see how it is. Okay, I guess we aren't actual friends, considering we spent like fucking multiple hours at a time just in voice calls. No, it's just... Oh, I'm just YouTuber. I see how it is. Thanks, man. God. I think you know someone. Time to remove mic. Just game audio and... Yep. Just the game now. Look, I fuck's sake. Man, I kind of just want to go eat my tea and then go to sleep. Oh man, I'm so tired. You know what else? We gotta fucking finish Doom 3. I don't want to just abandon it. I was having so much fun with that. But it's like my internet fucking sucks, and now school is so fucking stressful. Why would I want to play a game that stresses me out even more, you know? Do I want to die? Don't want to answer that. Ironically, your internet was perfect when you were talking crap about the government. True. Tell me you love me, Zeke. Please, I need it. Why did I say it like that? Ornark? Man, now that I've set it up, it's gonna be weird when I say it. Look, I love you, man, okay? Fuck's sake. Man, my chat is just full of bottoms, isn't it? This is fine. I've noticed that growing up, maturing, and manhood are low-key consistent themes in the Jack. I mean, yeah, like the Jack games are all about growing up. You get the happy innocence of childhood that's ripped away from you by puberty, aka tortured with dark eco, and you're all edgy and anti-authority. And then Jack 3, it's like, man, gotta find the light in the darkness, find the balance, grow and mature as a person. Man, it's nice just fucking driving around without being fucking hassled, you know? Whoa, no. Get in the car, Jack. Hey, Untitled, where the hell you been? This has been a stream of all time, and I'm too tired to keep going. Man, I don't even have the jet board. Laggy yeah. Man, the collision there is hard to gauge. Because it's made for cars, not feet. I'm almost 30, sad aging bottomers. Man, someone asked if I was talking about school earlier, and someone's like, what, high school? I'm like, no, I'm 22, I'm old. Jack 1 is a coming of age story. Jack 2, we see Jack's dichotomy with his younger self contrasted with by his darkness versus purity. Plus his test manhood, the two. Yeah, but it's also like just a very literal, like, Jack 2 is like, oh, it's the teenage years, you know, like. Yeah. crew is mine. I spent like 150, 200 bucks. Yeah, this man's literally bought a fucking crew plush. It's so cool. Oh, I can't wait to like review this stream afterwards and just see how incoherent and a waste of time it was. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Man, I love being happy. Oh man. Man, there's not a thing in the world that can bring down my mood. Not everything ever at all times. Especially when my fucking YouTube is also being shit. Hey, you know what's nice? I worked on the buggy script a little bit the other night. And it's still gonna be like 3 years away. I suck. I'm sorry. And then in Jack 3, I think those themes are really alive when we see Damus's interaction with Jack in the test in the arena. Yeah. Pal moment. Look, I'm gonna go. This sucks. I'm tired. I'm thirsty. My fucking internet sucks. I don't know what the point of anything is anymore. What's the point? I'm just gonna fucking... Nah, that's it. I'm too sad to go on. Just imagine this is me. Roll jumping on the dunes. The strings playing in the background as I swim to my demise. Doing the funny swim. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but there's no islands. There we go. That was me. I died. Man, I can't even fucking commit to ending stream. Oh, why am I driving still? I just never really explored this part of the desert. There's so much of the desert that I just never go to, you know? There's no point. I'd say that Damus is the father figure Jack never had if he hadn't been raised by Samos. You could talk about the difference between upbringing and how different Jack would have been if Damus raised him, yeah. Can we talk about this theme though? It captures all the feels of Jack 3 at its best. Moody and creepy, but also calm. Oh, I fuck it. This is one of my favorite songs, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm very